Well, good morning from the Ozarks. As you can see behind me, we have a field cultivator. It's a 9-point Cain Field Cultivator. It's great for ripping up the ground. Pretty soon we need to start a food plot for deer hunting this season, bring in some meat for the family. And so we've got some projects that we need to do and I need to use this. I bought this implement at an estate sale not too long ago for 300 bucks. Got it out there, started working on it, realized broke off a tooth and missing a spring. And so I had to order some parts. So I'm going to show you what all we got done. Maybe this will help you to fix your own if you've got one. I haven't seen any videos of anything like this on YouTube yet. So it's a great cultivator, works very, very well, rips up the ground, and I've also been using it somewhat as a rake to clear up some areas that we had some land clearing done and they just left some debris. Great tool, but I need to get it up and running and get it all fixed up. So here it is, a 9-tooth Cain Field Cultivator. But as you can see, these teeth are worn down pretty good. Got a couple that are missing. One of them I just threw a bolt that I had laying around. This is why you always keep your nuts and bolts. Got one back here that's missing. And also we lost a spring the other day. This one's missing a spring as well. So it's a great piece of equipment. But like I said, these can be saved for spares. So these bolts right here, they're specialty type bolts. They're flat on the top. They're squared on this side, and just make sure you order the right length on those. The tools that we're going to need for this, last but not least, and hopefully we don't have to get to this, but I really do think we will, an angle grinder with a cutoff wheel. We also have an impact that may help us. Got a hammer to knock them off, and then also have our ratchet with a breaker bar. Here are the parts I ordered. 2 replacement springs. Again, I'm missing 2 springs. Replacement teeth. And these ones can be moved over. You can use the underside and you can use the top side. So they've actually got a little bit longer life just because you can flip them over. You can see they're slotted in squares. And here are the bolts. I got the 2-inch. You can see they're squared right here and then the heads are flat. Here's the old one that I took off of there. I do have one broken one and I do have one missing. Any of the broken ones that we have will go to the scrap metal pile whenever we get a load ready to go. But some of these are still good. So I'm going to hold on to them as backups just in case. And please, whenever you're doing something like this, make sure you have your PPE on, personal protective equipment, earplugs, goggles, safety glasses, and especially if you're running angle grinder, get some gloves on. You're going to have some debris flying, a little extra work to make sure that you have the right equipment. Could save your eyes and your ears in the long run. Okay, it just made more sense and it was a lot quicker just to cut them off with an angle grinder. Here are the extra parts. So I'm going to hold on to these. Two springs with a link for the front tines without a link. So I'm missing one here, 2 here, I'm missing one here. This is what they had on here. So I have the 2 to replace. I picked these up at the local hardware store and I have my 2 springs. I get those put back together and show you guys. Okay, how to get the spring on. This is what I figured. Hook it on here first, put my swivel link on here. I hooked it on with the end of a tie down, the metal hook. So this goes to nothing, this is just on that metal hook, but I tore this up pretty good, so this is no good anymore. I just needed this metal hook right here. So I hooked that link on there, I got the swivel on it, and I did a come along to the shipping container. I hope that makes sense. You can see it right there. And I'll do the same thing for this one right here, and we should be back in business. So there you have it. All in all, it was probably about an hour's worth of work, maybe an hour and a half. For all the parts I needed, it cost me 150 bucks with tax. And so here's the finished product. 2 new springs with another swivel attachment. 9 brand new reversible teeth. we're good to rock and roll. So not bad for $300 for the implement, $150 for all the parts, and a little bit of labor. Hope this helped.